It is a cold, dreary, rainy day outside, so I can't think of a better thing to cook than some oatmeal. And not just any oatmeal, but steel-cut oatmeal in an Instant Pot. It's so easy. Let's make some steel-cut oatmeal. Hello and welcome to I Want to Cook. My name is Chef Matt, and first of all, you're not seeing things. I have a new helper in the kitchen. I love for you to meet Bronco. This is my new dog. I just adopted him the last couple weeks. He is amazing and he likes steel-cut oats too, and that's what we're making today. So we're gonna make it for humans, but you can by all means feed it to dogs as well. So anyways, steel-cut oats, they are different from rolled oats. If you make homemade oatmeal, you might make rolled oats. It's a little bit quicker. Those cook in about 5 or 10 minutes. But steel-cut oats, they are coarser, they have a different texture, and they are just delicious. But they take some time to cook. You know, they can take 20, maybe even 30 minutes to cook. Well, that's where the Instant Pot comes in. And if you have an electric pressure cooker, you can make steel-cut oats really, really easily. It's actually not that much faster, to be honest with you, but it's a lot easier. You basically just dump everything in, set it, and forget it. So here's how to make it, and I'm gonna show you how to make it a little more special with some extra goodies that's gonna make it just delicious. Okay, and I'm going to mention a couple things before we get started. First of all, this does not have to be an Instant Pot. This video is not sponsored by Instant Pot or anything like that. But if you have an Instant Pot or a similar electric pressure cooker, this recipe should work. Secondly, you might also notice that I'm using gluten-free steel-cut oats. Now, technically, oats are gluten-free, but sometimes they're processed in facilities that also process wheat, and they can have some gluten cross-contamination. I myself am gluten-free, so I seek out specific gluten-free oats that have not been manufactured in a facility that processes gluten-related products. But by all means, you don't have to spend extra money on gluten-free steel-cut oats. But if you are gluten intolerant like I am, well, these are available. So here's my recipe for Instant Pot steel-cut oats with apple and cinnamon. It's absolutely delicious. So what I'm gonna do is take 2 cups of steel-cut oats, just kind of measure it into your measuring cup, just like this. There's 1, there's 2. By the way, I just gotta say, I love this measuring cup. I actually got it in Belgium. I was in Belgium recently, and I'd been looking for heavy-duty measuring cups, and I found it in the city of Ghent at this cooking store. Beautiful place. Belgium's amazing if you can ever go there. Okay, so anyways, there is 2 cups of steel-cut oats. We are going to add an apple. I just cut it up into smaller chunks. We're gonna do 5 cups of water here. Now, if you like your oats on the more liquidy side, a little more creamy, you can add 6, but I found that 5 cups of water is a really good ratio. It makes for nice creamy oats, and you can also add like cream if you want it even more liquidy. So just kind of give this a stir. And then we're gonna add a couple more things. So we have a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. This is gonna give it such a nice, just like wintry, homey feel. I just love it. We're gonna add a little bit of salt. I'm adding just about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And if you haven't seen my video on why salt is so important, even in dishes that are like sweeter, check that out. And finally, I'm gonna add a little bit of brown sugar. I do like my oats on the sweeter side, so I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons, but you know, if you don't want all that sugar, you can add 1, none, whatever. Okay, that's it, really. So we're just gonna give this a really nice stir. We're gonna put our lid on. By the way, did you know that your Instant Pot also has a built-in lid holder? Yeah. Both sides, check it out, just like this. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so anyways, we're gonna put the Instant Pot in. I'm gonna try to do this in reverse because I'm facing the camera, just like that. And we are gonna set this for 10 minutes. So 10 minutes, so just 10 minutes manual, and then we are gonna do the natural pressure release. This will be done in about 40 minutes or so. When the pin drops, it's done, and you will have steel cut oatmeal made in an Instant Pot. What's really cool is you can even prep this the night before. You can put all this stuff in, delay it for before you wake up in the morning, and you can wake up to steel cut oats. But let's get this going, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. And we're back. So the pin has dropped. That means that this is done cooking. Again, this took about 40 minutes or so. But the great thing is we didn't have to stand over a stove. We weren't stirring anything. Everything is done. So let me show you what it looks like. So take the lid off here. Now, as you're gonna see, it looks a little bit watery here, and that is perfectly normal. We're just gonna give it a good stir, and you're gonna see that everything comes nicely together. So don't worry if it looks watery, that actually means you're doing it right. So here we go, we have some beautiful steel cut oats. These are ready to eat. So let's give them a try here. And again, they're gonna be really, really hot. And you know, I should just mention, just experiment. If you're not into apples, you know, you can use some other fruit, you can use no fruit, just kind of experiment with what you got. So I'm gonna add a little bit more brown sugar, a little bit of butter, and I'm not gonna be the only one who's eating this up. Make sure it's not piping hot if you feed it to your best friend here. So let's give this a try. We'll mix this up. I love steel cut oats because, again, it's so much more chewy. It's just got a different texture from rolled oats. So, you know, for some people, once they go with steel cut, they just don't go back. And I can't blame them because this stuff is delicious. And most of all, it was so easy to cook because our electric pressure cooker did all the work for us. So that is how to make Instant Pot steel cut oats with apple and cinnamon. I hope you give this a try. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your best friend thinks if you feed some to him or her. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for joining me in my kitchen, and thanks for just saying hello to my new best friend here. Until next time, I hope that you want to cook. I know, it smells good, huh? It smells really good. Okay, we'll get you some. We'll get you some here. We'll cool it off first.